We're live. Thank you, Tess.
Thank you all so much for being here with us today. I'm super grateful for your selfless service and for your presence. And yeah, we are here today to do a very important
live. I'm going to mute Tess.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for being here with us today. I'm super grateful for your selfless service.
Stella, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thanks for the lovely chats there. We have people coming in and writing in that field. So I'm Stella. I'm a sacred songstress. I'm very much about bringing the mother back to this planet, bringing the principles of the divine feminine, bringing the new codices of love and divine love back to earth. Because we've lived in a very lawless and loveless planet for a very long time. And now it's time for the divine feminine to return through all the priestesses, through our hearts, living through our hearts, living every day from our heart space. And so I'm really honored to be asked by Tess. We were together, all of us, for the last meditation, which was to free the children. And I'm based here in Ireland, and tonight it's about ending the abuse of power. And so we'll all be saying our piece about what that means to us individually. And thank you so much, Tess. Thanks for having me on again.
Thank you so much. And Kia, my lovely divine sister, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you so much. What an honor it is to be here. My name is Kia Levine, and I'm a medicine woman. And I also have dedicated my life to the path of the medicine and to awakening the divine feminine and into the equanimity of both the masculine and the feminine divine in coming together. It's such an honor to do this work and to have been on this path for many years now and to come together with these beautiful goddesses in this group here to do this work together. I have a profound belief that the more we come together with our gifts and collaborate and work together in this way, the work expands profoundly beyond what we can each do individually. And in a world that we've been taught and conditioned uniqueness and being alone and separate since birth, this is where we get to reclaim our community, our collaboration, our ability to co-create as creatrixes and creators of our new earth. Transmuting the darkness, just like Stellar said, there's a lot of violence in our world, and it's a great honor to take a stand against it, to embody the power that we have through transmutation to be able to change it and shift it quickly and with ease and with grace, and not have to do the long, slow, hard walk anymore. As we all are doing this together, we can, hold each other's hands, support one another, and do this work in a more profound way. And quite frankly, I'm tired of this violence and this nonsense in our world, and I want joy and bliss and divine reverence for one another, and I want my children to grow up in a holy and sacred earth. I want reverence for the elements, for the medicines, for our 7 nations, for clean water, for our Mother Earth, for our Father Sky. And may the work we do today, may it ripple out far beyond we could ever imagine. And I claim that. Nahom Takurasi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kia, divine sister. And Otema, can you please introduce yourself?
Greetings, everybody. I'm so grateful to have finally got through, negotiated all of the technology to be able to join you here this evening. I'm really honored and excited to be part of this global meditation again. The last months were so powerful, and now it feels like we're diving deeper and deeper and just going really into the depths of the darkness. And this is what we need to transmute at this time. This is what's being asked of us as light workers, as rainbow warriors of light, as soul family, as the tribe of light, the tribe of Gaia. This is why we are here on this earth. We all have a role to play, and when we come together like this and unite our collective energies and intentions, we send waves and waves of light across the planet. And we should never underestimate the power of our group intentions. This is the year of 2020 vision. This is the year when all of the shadow, all of the darkness has to come up, to be seen. And dark as it is, scary as it is, dense as it is, we have to face it. We have to look at it, we have to face it, and we have to transmute it with love. We have to let go of our judgment. We have to let go of everything that stops us from actually embracing all of that darkness and just bring it into our hearts and love it and love it and love it and love it. Just fierce, fearless, unconditional love is what's being called from us now, what's being drawn from us now, what's being beamed at us now from all of these beings of light that are supporting us on the earth. So it's so supported, we're so held. And this, thank you to everyone who's joined this call, because this is phenomenal, this is powerful. We are all powerful beyond measure. We are all connected to our avatar selves and bringing in the highest frequencies of light for the highest possible outcome for our beautiful planet, for all of the beings that we share this exquisite jewel of a planet with. And so just inviting everyone to really tune in, to call in their highest guidance and to be completely focused and in their hearts and know that it is done, it is done, it is done. Aho mitaki oasin.
Thank you, dear Sister Atema, for your divine presence, Sister. It truly is an honor to be here with all of you. I'm just super humbled by everybody's call to action, everybody's call to be here to transmute this fear that has been plaguing our world for so, so long. And I truly believe that the power of meditation, when we unite together, is the most powerful force, because the power and love in our hearts can conquer anything. And right now we are really facing a lot of polarization and separation. And so now is the time, no matter what your beliefs in, no matter what that is, I think it's time now to really practice non-judgment and compassion for every single being, and to trust that everybody is on the state of their evolution that they're meant to be at. And just practicing that non-judgment and compassion, and remaining in a space of neutrality, because I feel like a lot of these sort of conspiracy theories, or what the media is telling us, is pulling us, and it's, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and the real power is when we stay in our center, in a place of an alignment and of a space of neutrality. When we can take action without reaction, that is where true power and sovereignty lays. And I really encourage all of the light workers right now to really stay in their center, to remain neutral, and to just observe what's around you, and to just practice love and compassion for all the atrocities that are happening in the world. Because right now I feel like the darkness is ramping up, because they know that the light is winning. And so things are going to look scarier, things are going to look bigger, but it's not, it's an illusion. It's not actually real. It's just there to bring you out of your center, to create this fear, so that you start creating these thoughts, and that's what the darkness is feeding on. And so this is what this meditation is here for, is to remind us of the power of our hearts and the love that we have in our hearts, and how powerful it is when we do join and we use the power of prayer and intention to come together and to anchor in what our true divinity is, and what the earth is supposed to be like. Suffering is not our true nature. Our true nature is one of joy and of love and of peace and harmony. And this is what the intention is today. And so I'm so grateful for each and every one of you for being here today and for feeling the call. Because when we join in prayer, you know, we only need a small amount of people to do something so huge. And the love and intention in our hearts is all that matters, the purity of our hearts. So I really, really welcome all of you to really look deep into your heart, expand your heart, call in your higher selves. I'd like to take this moment to call in each and every one of our higher selves to join us in this meditation, to use us as vessels for the divinity to come through, for the higher guidance and wisdom and pure divine light to come through, for all our star galactic families and angels to please assist us in this prayer and in this meditation, so that we may transmute this fear and that we may bring our true divine love back in the vibration and frequency into this world. I'd like to please invite Stella to start the meditation and lead us into our hearts. You could all close your eyes.
Thank you, beloved Tess. I just wanted to start with a quick quote that I had read earlier in the week, which I loved before we go into that dropped space into the heart. And the quote says, "A matriarchal world does not mean a matrilineal or that one queen shall rule the world. It simply means a world in which a mother's heart leads all social institutions, corporations, and governments. All humans, men, women, or transgender, can embody a mother's heart if they so choose. And we are destined for extinction as a human race unless a mother's heart assumes leadership of the world." And that quote was from Ananda Karunesh. Beautiful quote. So please join me in bringing your hands to your heart and take some deep breaths and close your eyes. And just bring your awareness to that beautiful pulse of life below your hands. And feel your breath rising and falling. And bringing yourself into a state of balance and grace and love. And feeling all the love in your heart right now. And dropping yourself down in consciousness to below your hands. And you see a beautiful platinum sphere of light in the center of your chest. And as you step inside, you see a beautiful golden lotus flower opening in the sunlight of your spirit. And take some deep breaths here and see this lotus opening further and further as your heart opens. And take some deep breaths and see all the qualities of divine love written in all of these beautiful petals that are opening in the sunlight of your spirit. And breathe. And in the center of this flower, you see the flames of divine love. And the flames of divine love are burning in green and golden flames. And take a step up into the flames, they will not burn you. And allow all the fear and lower vibrational thought forms to just dissolve in these flames of divine love. And breathe. And then in front of you, you see a beautiful golden pearl, and it has a heartbeat like your heart. It's sentient, it's alive. And you step inside the pearl, and you are filled with the white light of spirit, and allow this beautiful white light of the divinity within your own human heart. Fill every fiber of your being, every single fiber of your being, and breathe this beautiful white light of spirit in to your consciousness. And in the center of the pearl is the doorway of the deep knowing. And as we open the doorway of the deep knowing, we are brought in to the universe within. And as you step outside that doorway, you come into the great, vast magnitude of the cosmos that exists inside every human heart. And see how big and vast this space is with all the solar systems and galaxies and nebulas. And allow your consciousness to expand. Allow your consciousness to expand with the magnitude of the universe as you realize you are the universe itself. And now as we travel with our brothers and sisters in their light bodies, we come down and we surround planet Earth, this beautiful blue and green jewel in the center of the universe. She is the jewel of the universe. And just follow this song. This is the song of the mother, as the mother wishes to return through all of you. And as that mother's love reaches the earth, visualize all the darkness, all the corruption, all the lower vibrational frequencies dissolving in the presence of your heart. Oh, O Yamanhi Ye Anahi Om Narashi Ayani Maho Om Thai Neyani O Anayama Mano amani ni Om Narashayam Bandai Om Narashayam Bandaya Yem Nayoya Mahara Makhira Mashe Namaha Uramashinganto Shuramaki Mara. And see all your consciousness now beautifully descending around the earth as this sound, as you become this sound, and you transform all the darkness through all the forgiveness and all the compassion. You see all the ones who played their dark roles and their false dark roles, and you thank them. You thank them for their role in this great experiment of duality. And with compassion and love in our hearts, love is the greatest medicine that we can give to all at this time. Thank you, beloveds.
Beloved Sister Kia.
Maintaining the hands and the heart here in this space. Maintaining the sound and vibration of the music within you. Perhaps you can go deeper and even begin to feel the vibration is you. And from the center of your heart, the center and 0 point of transmuting all the darkness with the divine love of the mother heart. We send out waves of vibration from within to every aspect of our lives, to the people we know, to our homes, to our city, our town, our community, our neighborhood. Perhaps you can even begin to see the waves vibrating like ripples on the surface of water, vibrating from your heart center out further and further. With the edges of the waves touching and intermingling with each other throughout this globe, creating a covering like a warm blanket all over the earth. We fill the earth with more energy, light, good intentions, goodwill, love, forgiveness, compassion. We call in all the frequencies of all these vibrational truths and alignment into all the waves and vibrations that we send out now. A nice slow, deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale out the heart, more vibrational, transcending light waves out of the heart center. With each breath, you continue to send more and more. Like the light of the sun, we begin to light up this whole earth with radiance and energies of thriving, homeostasis, and deep, deep compassion. With each breath, the waves get stronger and filled with a liquid light, a flame of transmutation, a holy and divine flame that contains all colors and frequencies of the highest divinity codes, codes that activate and awaken even the most dense of all energies. Continuing with the breath, breathing out the transcending flames of fire, the transcending flames of liquid light rippling across every continent, every ocean, every country, knowing that all have the birthright of love, peace, bliss, healing. With the next few breaths, we even extend this liquid flame of light into all past time, space, dimension, and realities, transcending all the different multiverses and thoughts of streams of consciousness. Sending this liquid light, this heart light of divinity and sovereignty from our heart, even into our own family lines, to our own ancestral lineages. Sending it now even forward into the next 7 generations. With the next 7 breaths, we unify in this intention and consciousness, the liquid holy flames of light, activation, awakening, healing, rising to all 7 generations of all 7 nations of this entire existence. And with the last breath, take the hands in front of you and rub the palms firmly together, creating heat. And awakening the activation of your own mother heart love and compassion, forgiveness, boldness, fierceness, protectiveness, passion. Activating the hands with this energy and frequency and vibration, and saturating your entire body from the head down to the toes, knowing that you first receive all of this healing and transmutation energy in and throughout every nook and cranny of your body, every crevice, every scar, every wrinkle, every gray, every strand of hair, every roll, every fold of skin, every aspect of your muscles and tissue, your organs, down to the very crystalline and star elemental mineral nation that resides within your very bones, transmuting the darkness from within the very marrow and life force that resides within your bones. Washing the hands all the way slowly down the body, clearing, releasing, letting go, allowing all the densities, all the darkness, all the unforgiveness, all the woundings, the stories, the patterns that keep us in any density to be released back to the mother, like compost for her regeneration, like compost to feed her with the energy. We release, like the autumn leaves falling from the trees, we release and let go, softly and gently. And with your next breath, take a moment to arrive back at the heart center. The center of all the directions, the center of all of our connections. And perhaps you can see your heart light. Imagine that your heart begins to shine a bright light. Just take a moment to notice. Notice the color. Notice the texture. Notice the movement if there is any. And there is no right or wrong here. All is perfect. Just notice. And as you perceive the light of your heart, with each breath, it begins to grow brighter and bigger. Taking a moment to approach the light of your own heart, the mother light of compassion and transmutation, the mother light of your own divinity. As you get closer to this light, you take a moment now to ask, what is it you most want me to know? And wait for an answer. When you feel that you have an answer, take a moment now to send gratitude to your very own heart light, the heart light that you are, the power of transmutation. And with this energy of gratitude sending to your own heart, allow yourself to be in a state of receiving. Andarashia rokora mbasiria sokora shemienta kariano sarinyasha. Derisho koresha parishia shemokoria sanan parashienda. Darasha konya sharem mokarieta saroam pataria shakai. Nora shataria shikombaria shatatarashiendo rashakarieta. No marco bora shapriam fokorenda shaniam monoratara. Deria sokomba rasia tata. Ura shikata rashias. Take a moment to gently lift the chin up towards the sky and extend the heart into the palms of the hands as you lift it towards the sky as well. Strengthening the belly, the solar plexus, and drawing in the root chakra into the body, and feel the energy rise. Remember your sovereignty. Remember your power. Remember that this transmutation has already taken place, and we now get to realize it and see it and take action in this new earth. With gratitude for you, for this moment in time, for all of you joining. Blessings, Ahom Takiwasi.
As we feel ourselves now encompassed in a strong, powerful, radiant white light, a pillar coming from the heavens, encompassing your whole body. It feels like a soft, warm glow from the sun as this light penetrates every cell in your being. As it enters through your crown chakra, going down to your third eye, illuminating it as it passes, into your throat, into your heart, into your solar plexus, into your sacral, into your root, as all chakras are now illuminated and connected. We see this light going down into our beloved Mother Earth as it goes down through all her layers of sand, of rock, of water, until it reaches her crystalline core. And as this connection is made, you feel the love and nurturing warmth of Mother Gaia. You feel her mother divinity encompassing you, hugging you, nurturing you. You feel held and protected in her womb. And you feel her endless forgiveness for all of her children, for all the beings that inhabit her. You feel at one with her, at peace with her, as you remember you are her child. As we see this connection creating a big, bright white light that emanates from her core throughout the whole entire planet. As this energy comes from her core and rises up through her layers and back into your heart. And once this is back into your heart, we think of someone that we love dearly, someone that's super special to us, that we love more than anyone in the world. And as we see their face in our mind's eye, our heart just explodes with love. And we see this love touching the hearts of every single being on the planet, as it brings a smile to everybody's face as they think and remember of this love that's their true nature, this source connection that connects us all. It's through the heart where we remember our oneness with each other, as each being feels this love, feels this hope, feels this joy, and remembers their true divinity. As this inspires all beings to wake up from their sleep, to remember who they truly are, to tap into their creativity, their gifts, their passions, giving them the courage to step forth and share their gifts with the world. As we see all beings stepping into their power, we see this light entering into the hearts of all the leaders of the world, and all the darkness that is clouding them and manipulating them. We send them love. We let them know that their manipulation is not welcome here anymore. For this is a paradigm and earth of the new earth, of the new fifth dimensional, higher vibrational frequency, and their lower vibration is not welcome here anymore. We thank them for the role they have played, for it is a difficult role to play one of darkness, to play one of separation, to play a being that feeds off fear and suffering of others. It's a difficult role, and we thank them, and we have reverence and love and compassion for that role, for that role illuminates the light. As we see the darkness falling away, as all the leaders around the world are no longer shrouded in this darkness, as all the leaders around the world wake up from the slumber with renewed, vitalized force, as they remember who they really are and what they have come here to do. And the manipulation is no longer a power that overcomes them, for it has been transmuted, transformed into highest vibrational light. As all the leaders now remember that they are here to serve humanity, to serve Mother Earth. And they now start to make new decisions that will bring about equality, balance, and harmony, for they are no longer manipulated. They now have gained their true sovereignty and power back. We see this light entering in all the leaders that have yet to become leaders, all the powerful, selfless warriors around the world that are yet to step into their power. We see this light giving them the courage that they need to step into their power, to take the place that they're meant to take as they remember their purpose. We see these leaders stepping up. We see these leaders creating light wherever they go, as every step they take is done with a force of power of love. We see all these leaders around the world having the courage to speak their truth, to stand in their power, to influence all those around them with compassion, love, truth, and justice. We see these old paradigms falling away, the corrupt banking system falling away, all the environmental injustices, all the laws that created harm are falling away. As we see these leaders put in new laws that will protect animals, that will protect the plants, that will protect the indigenous communities. We see these laws being enforced. We see treaties being made as all leaders around the world work in unison for the greater good of our planet. We see borders being fallen away as all beings are able to travel where their heart desires, as all beings create freedom in their lives and abundance, as all resources around the world are being shared, so every single being is able to be fed, to have a roof over their head, to live in community, to live in harmony with Mother Nature. As we see these new earth creations and structures being created all around the world, with natural building, with permaculture. We see plants being used as medicine. We see the pharmaceutical industry falling away as it's being replaced with new homeopathic, holistic methods. We see people coming together and sharing their wisdom, sharing their knowledge, sharing their resources, sharing their skills, as we create these new blueprints, as we create these new systems for the new earth. We see all animals thriving. We see all forests being regrown. We see this light enter every single being's heart as we all live in harmony and respect for one another. As we see every single darkness falling away, as we see all those that have suffered to step into their true power of love and light. All those that were encaged are now set free. All those that were in darkness are now stepping into the light. All lost children are being returned to their parents. All lost animals, all encaged animals are being set free. All communities are creating and starting all around the world, where people are living close to nature, close to each other, as we live life in celebration and ceremony, as we see all beings dance and love and laugh, as we hold hands with each other, as there is equality and balance throughout all entire cosmos. As this new earth is created, it reverberates into the entire universe. We see this and we feel it. And I encourage every single person to let out a sound now that feels in resonance to seal this. We see this new earth being created. As the lost world, the abuse of power and fear is no longer a thing, is now a distant memory, a distant dream. As we all create together, as we all share our gifts and share our passions. And every single day is one of joy, one of love, one of harmony. As we celebrate Mother Earth, as we remember the sacredness of all things. This is our true divinity. This is what is happening right now, right this second, in our hearts, in our reality, in this dimension. And so it is, Ashe. Beloved Sister Otema.
And just breathing in to that dreaming. Breathing into that vision of this new earth. Stepping onto the heaven on earth timeline that we have co-created. Seeing your entire body bathed now in golden light. Crown of sovereignty upon your head. Your angelic wings of light unfurling from your shoulder blades. Gigantic, massive wings of light as you embody more of your divinity. Breathing the light, breathing the love into your heart space, into every fiber of your being. Embodying love in action as you bathe yourself and the entire planet with more love, more light, more light, more love. Oh, just sending it out in every direction, from the back of your heart, the front of your heart, the left, the right, above, below. Just filling yourself with love, filling yourself with light, and feeling that love light in every cell of your body, every fiber of your being, and just allow yourself to dissolve into the love, dissolve into bliss, feeling The loving arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, holding you, her earthen arms, embracing you, her divine child of light, feeling her gratitude to you for being here on her body, for the work that you are doing, for the love that you are sending to her and to all of her children. Know that her heart is open so wide as she receives your love. Open your heart even wider to receive more of her love. Just allow yourself to dissolve into bliss, feeling the support of all of your own personal guides and helpers, all of the angels, archangels, all of the mighty beings of light, the gods and goddesses, great spirits, source energies, beaming the highest frequencies of love and light down to you now, and you are receiving these new encodings, enabling you to be in the highest possible frequency for your role, for your mission, your sacred earth mission. Receiving this now. Activating your unique sovereign blueprint as a light worker, as a way shower, the celestial court, the company of heaven, all stepping in, holding you close, beloveds, holding you close. Ina itayako mayo, oh hey. Ina na hiya, Amokai hoyo, Omaya taikaya no eite Ayotai moya itoya Mohaya the high councils of light. Stepping in now. Oh, star beings, the star councils, our star families of light, beaming down the light codes from the stars. Iyo amokai wahi oh the whole body of Gaia lit up with light. All of the sacred sites activated, the pyramids, the stone circles, the megaliths, lighting up now, connecting to each other, the ley lines fully activated. See that light rushing through the entire body of Pachamama, lighting up, igniting all of the crystalline light within her body. And now, moyo hai, hey, moyo. Blanket of love that envelops the earth is impermeable. Only light and love may enter. All contracts made with the darkness ended now, over. The golden age of light is here. As we remember our divinity, as we remember and embrace our sovereignty, sovereign beings, warriors of Gaia, in unity, in sacred union with all that is in Christ consciousness, embodying that in our sacred heart centers, the unity consciousness that is our true divine nature, is feeling that, breathing that, being that, at one with all that is, as you remember the love that you are right now, the love that you always have been, and the love that you always shall be. Love without end. Amen and amen. Aho mitaki oasen. Aho.
So it is. Gently bring your consciousness now through all the timelines, following the new golden timeline that Utama has beautifully woven with her sound and her voice. And just follow this golden thread right back to the center of the universe within the human heart. And as you come back to your respective golden pearls, you see the word power written in golden letters in front of you. And you see this word power dissolve now into beautiful golden flames. And now comes the word love, and it wraps itself around the golden flame. And you see the word wisdom coming in from the other side, and it wraps itself around this golden flame and its purple flames of divine sovereignty and the pink flames of divine love. And you see this threefold flame of the unity Christ and Christus consciousness. And you see the word power in a different light, because word power can only be used with love. and the power of love and the wisdom to use it wisely. Now bring this beautiful threefold flame into your heart. And as you step into your golden pearl in the center of the universe, you bring all these energies and activations, all these blessings today, and bring them into the divinity of the human heart and the golden pearl, and close the door behind you, and lock and seal and protect everything that has been given today in gratitude and love. Now bring your awareness through the pearl into the flames of divine love, and see these flames eternally within the heart as the threefold flame of love, power, and wisdom working together as a cluster core of the word power, for it is nothing without love or the wisdom to use it wisely. And stepping into the center of the garden of your heart, where all the 144 qualities of divine love are written within each petal of the sacred lotus flower of the heart. And know that you are loved eternally. You are lovable. And you are love. It is something you just have to simply be, as the divine human is love. And so it is.
Thank you, Divine Sisters, for that beautiful prayer. It's felt full body downloads and activations as you were all speaking. It was really powerful. So this is our part that's a call to action. Kia, would you like to say anything, or any of the other sisters?
Call to action. This month in the new moon circles that I teach, it's really been about what is it like to wield love? Like, what does it mean? What is it in action? And how can we align with this lunar cycle and wield love? And the call to action this month through the new moon circles is to learn to listen with love. And what that can look like is listening to yourself, listening to your body, listening to the very innate nature of your own sovereignty and divinity, asking to be expressed in all its ways. It can look as beautiful as listening to a partner or a spouse or a friend, a beloved, a child, your children, and listening to what is really the language beneath the language, the river beneath the river. Like, they may be saying something, but what is really going on? What are they really trying to convey? Do they need love? Do they need to be seen and witnessed and held? And how in action can you witness with that mother heart to wield that love with listening to that language? In call to action and transmuting the darkness, I see that there's oftentimes an opportunity to take sides in the many different things happening. And when we look at things with love, we can see that there's that undercurrent of the language still being spoken, that perhaps even in the darkness, even in the volatile nature of some beings or actions that are happening, we could look at the language beneath that. There too is those woundings, and how can we listen with love in a way that we can, have direct compassion and share that love, that power, that sovereignty, that wisdom to that person, no matter what position or title or anything they hold. I feel that the call to action here is really about first listening to yourself, going deeper and diving deeper into what is it that you most innately need. Do you need more time alone? Do you need silence? Do you need nourishment? Do you need more love? And how can you express that in your words and actions to actually ask for that? How can you develop a practice to say, hey, I need love. I need someone to hold space for me while I feel an emotion, because I know that this emotion will rise and fall and it isn't my truth, right? How can we, in action, in what's happening in the world, begin to send compassion, begin to send love and prayer and devotional prayer to the people that may be speaking with violence or speaking with illusion and aggression and lie in inauthenticity? How can we then share that love and that compassion to that inner child of that being, right? So that we can remember that they too are an aspect of the us and that we're all one, right? It's very grandiose, macrocosmic kind of action. And it takes a warrior heart. It takes that wisdom. It takes that dedication and practice. And yeah, and so it is. And I wish you well in that journey. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sister. Stella or Tama, would any of you like to say anything? Call to action?
I would like to suggest that we come from a place of response rather than reaction. It's so easy to react in these times that we're in, to be triggered by something that someone says or a post that we see. And I would just invite everybody to drop into the heart space before they reply, to really feel the truth of what's going on inside of them. Each one of us has this deep well of wisdom. And from that well of wisdom, we don't have to make somebody wrong to be right. There's more than one point of view, there's more than one truth. And this is something that we're not taught. It's black and white, right, wrong. No, we can open up our hearts and embrace more concepts, more different ways of being, releasing the judgment of somebody being wrong if they have a different opinion to you. And this is the way that we keep our frequencies high. We're in this intense frequency battle. This is what this is. It's a battle of frequency. And the more we can be in our hearts, the higher we can raise our frequency, the more we can see through the eyes of Source. We can listen with the ears of Source. We speak with the mouths, with the words of Source. We speak through our hearts. We speak with love. The higher our vibration is, the more we can be in gratitude, the more we can be in love, and the more we take time just through the day to just take a few moments to stop. Be still. Drop into your heart space. Breathe. And just embody your divinity. Call in the light. Call in your highest guidance. Call in your oversoul, your avatar self. And forgive yourself when you can't be love. That's so important. Just forgive yourself and hold that inner child. Hold that inner child that can be so scared in moments on this earth. We all need to nourish, we need to hold our inner children, to comfort them, reassure them that they're safe, that the earth is a safe place to be, that Mother Gaia is holding us all. And we've got this. We've got this because we are love, because we are light, And love and light have won this frequency battle. It is one, it is one, it is one. And we're just in the last death throes of the darkness. It's fighting back, but just rest in that knowing, in that trust, in that faith that this is one. And we are one. And all is love. Thank you.
Thank you, Reshema. That was beautiful. And I concur on the triggers. You know, when we, as self-responsible, self-governing souls, sovereign souls, divinely sovereign souls, when we can treat our triggers as medicine, when we can take our triggers and realize there is a battle of duality still going on within us that needs to be balanced, it needs to be brought into harmony. So when we look at a trigger or something that really triggers us, and we decide to use that as a medicine rather than a knee-jerk reaction or to say something out of a place of fear, if we use our triggers as medicine, we will know peace very soon on this earth. And so using your trigger as medicine is balancing the dark and the light that exists within your own consciousness and bringing it into a space of harmony within. Looking at all the reasons why that thing triggers you, because those triggers, those emotional charges in your body are telling you there's something less to work on. There's something else there that needs you to have a darn good look at it. And do that with love and do that with self-compassion. Because as Urtema and everyone has said this evening, there's no wrong or right way to do this. We're all on a journey, on this great, beautiful journey called life and consciousness here within this holographic field that we think is reality. But actually where we've just been in the heart is our true reality. And so if we can live from that place every day, we're getting closer and closer to peace, divine harmony, divine synergy. That means we all rule divinely together. There is no one sovereign that governs the planet. There are billions of sovereigns, and we all govern each other in love. And so it is.
So it is.
Message to hear. I think in my own journey, it's really helped me to not have judgment for myself, because every time I do something that's not in alignment, I take a step back and I realize that that needed to be expressed, because every single action that we do needs to be expressed for the creator to evolve. So when you do something wrong or when you do something right, don't judge yourself. As long as you can learn from the experience, when I do something wrong, as long as I learn from it, then I don't actually judge myself for doing it, because I know that that needed to be expressed in order for the greater creator source to heal and to grow and to love and to evolve. So I think that's really powerful, to really just remain neutral, remain in your power, because things are going to pull you from both sides all the time, and it can be really gripping, can be really compelling. And as long as we do that, we're going to remain in our hearts, because all these narratives are just keeping you in the mental body and keeping you out of an alignment, out of your heart. So you can just take a step back, take a deep breath, and really just look at it from a higher perspective, that everything is being played out now for the evolution of all. And once you're in that space, you can really, really feel an inner peace, and to not have judgment towards the people that are doing things that are causing these atrocities to the world. You know, they're doing it because that's their role that they're playing and that they chose to play for the evolution of the world and the evolution of humanity. And so if we can have compassion and forgiveness and just complete neutrality for all these things that are playing out, because things are going to get louder, things are going to get worse, you know, things are going to get more chaotic, and that's just part of it. And that is how you know that the ascension is happening, because if things were kind of the same way, then you would know, okay, things are just happening the same way, nothing's changing. But because these things are coming out, all these narratives, all these programs are coming out, and they're coming out to the surface because they want to be looked at. They need to be healed. If they were hiding in the shadows, then nothing would be happening to them. They would just carry on playing out. So when you see all these programs coming out and they look bigger and darker and all these things, just know that that's actually a really good thing that's happening, that it's all coming out to be looked at, because once you have that knowledge and wisdom of the darkness, it can't hold its power over you anymore. So just practice that peace, have that inner knowing that this is actually a really, really good step in this book of ascension. This is like the introduction. 2020 is like the first introduction of the page in the book of ascension. So just if you can have that inner knowing and hold that peace, because there's a world of chaos right now. People are in a lot of fear, and it's up to the people like us that hold this inner knowing, this peace. It's not bypassing. It's not at all. What it is, it's you're holding the equilibrium of truth and love and trust, because you're trusting in the divine plan. And that is the role you're playing. It's a very important role, because if it wasn't for us holding this light, then there would be absolute chaos. So have compassion for yourself, for those around you that are triggered, for those, they're just on their path to being healed. You know, that's their healing. Or like Stella said, a trigger is medicine. It means that you are being triggered to be healed, that all this darkness and the wounds and traumas inside you are just coming out to be healed. And so once you have that inner knowing, you will gain your true power, and you will affect everyone around you with your vibration, because it's your vibration of love and light that will truly transmute the world. So thank you so much to every single one of you that have come to us today, that are joining us in spirit, that are joining us in person. So much love and gratitude and reverence for being here in service. It really is an honor to walk this path with you. And we'll be doing these every month. On the 11/11 portal will be the next one, and the 12/12. And there's also a huge portal happening on the 21st of December that I just wanted to mention. It's going to be a really, really, really powerful portal and opening for us to completely upgrade our DNA. And so from now until then, I encourage each and every one of you to do what you love every day. Just practice what you love. Whatever sets your heart on fire, do it. Go be in nature, be with your friends, play an instrument, do art. Whatever sets your soul on fire, do that, because that is the medicine. That's what's going to help heal the world. So thank you so, so much. I have so much love for each and every one of you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sacred sisters. So powerful. Thank you. Thank you, everybody on the call. So grateful to you all. Love,
Yes.
love, love.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. It's been so beautiful. Thank you to everyone that joined us. If you're on present, and even to the ones that come in later, you're meant to see it when you see it. And we just thank you for being here across all of this time and space, just everything. Thank you so much for showing up.
Hallelujah. So much love. Good night.
Bye.